my children were singing last year in one of their, I think it must have been like the spring concert or something. And I had this notebook again in my bag and sitting next to a friend that we usually would chat and make fun the whole time of, I don't know, the air or whatever. I can't say of anybody because neither of us are into doing that. But this time my friend and my husband would continue to talk, and every now and then they'd nudge me and, you know, be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, yeah, I'll be right there. What I was doing is that I was starting to write about what came to be the journal called The Carnival of Life. Let me read you a couple of these poems, and we'll take it from there and see where the light takes us from there. So imagine an auditorium full of kids standing up, the proud parents in the audience. There were some music instruments and some vocalists, and this is what I wrote. The Carnival of Life. And this is what I heard. Everything that I write is either what I hear or what I see. Truly, it's magnificent. That's why I'm telling you now, I don't need to go back to this journal because everything is filled with the light. So anyhow, the Carnival of Life. Kids making the music of life through their breath and with their hands. The drums come marching by, the festival of life. The carousel up, down, and round and round. With the beat of the heart of each child, it goes faster and faster, reaching a place to watch what life has in store for them. Again, the music is fast. The clowns are showing the different faces of the life, the drums. I'm not sure if you hear what I saw, but I mean, certainly throughout all of these poems, I will not stop and explain each one and what I saw and felt and what I wrote. But truly at that moment, I saw us, humanity, going around and around on this carousel. We would go up a little, down a little, up a little, down. In fact, at that moment, I could see us getting off from one horse and getting onto the other horse, but in the same carousel, going around and around. Nothing was real. The faces were just that of clowns. There was music, but going up and down. Finally, there was the children that had gone up the hill to see where life could take them. I think it's like, let's get off of this carousel and actually search for where we're supposed to be and do in this life. I casually continue. I hear the saxophone, the softness of the flute, the flight of life, the rhythm machine, the rhythm of the movement of the universe. Please listen to the next line. It is, I must say, my favorite line among all that I've written, quite possibly. So, the rhythm of the movement of the universe, the dance of the bees among the snowflakes, the sound of the fish from the depth of the ocean, all waiting for the arrival of the moment of reality. Listen, It's coming softly through the mist, through the fog. There is no light. But with the blowing of the horns, the call to prayer is heard from within. Truly, I could see all of this. There was the blowing of the horns, but it's not the horn that has ever woken me up. It has always been the call from within that has opened my eyes. This one is called Drums on an Island. Of course, just imagine these kids on the drums, and I just imagine the islands for some reason. The drums, the sound of the drums among the palm trees on the island of the heart. The drumming of my heart among the leaves of the palm. The drums call for the search for the self. Listen, listen within. The search is over. Look within. In all of these, I find the stories of the years and years that I've been looking for my answers in every little corner of every little street and alley, and in the wrinkles of the faces of the wise. And truly, anytime I would go to the hospital and hold a newborn, I would ask the newborn for the answer. And after all those years, it keeps repeating. Really, if I read you all of these journals, I would say there's probably hundreds, if not thousands of poems. At the end, you'll be like, Bahareh, you've said the same thing. You're in search of your inside, then you hear from your inside, you hear the call to prayer, and it all seems so obvious. It seems obvious now after all these, I would say truly not decades, but centuries of looking.